breakthrough technology could actually change the future of wildfire prevention.
Our satellite will be able to detect a single tree fire, and a constellation of 24 satellites will revisit every tree on the globe every half an hour. Payload, which includes the camera requires state-of-the-art technology, and Israel has it. Global fire detection from space with satellite is a major solution to the wildfire problem.
What if we could stop wildfires before they even start? In 2025, Los Angeles had a fire that devastated and wiped out entire communities, and it cost over $53 billion in damage. But imagine if technology could detect the spark of a single burning tree before it turns into that disaster. Well, that's the promise of an Israeli company called Terra Space Labs. It's an Israeli satellite company giving forests kind of a superpower, an eye in the sky, a digital watchdog that watches the moment that danger is spotted. Today, I'm joined with one of the founders of Terra Space Labs, Moshe Shachar, and he is going to share how his breakthrough technology could actually change the future of wildfire prevention. Welcome, Moshe. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
All right, let's just get right into it. How can a satellite in space spot a fire in a tree somewhere on Earth? How does that work?
Okay, so this is a very good beginning question and central to what we do. The answer lies in the technology of multi-color infrared photography. Please don't panic, I explain. We are relying on one of the most basic laws in physics. Every object in the nature radiates at a wavelength that is temperature dependent. The sun, the earth, and fire have different temperatures. Therefore, we build an infrared camera with filters, differentiating between the light of the fire and other radiation sources. This one-to-one model of the satellite is the rotating payload, which includes the camera. The camera requires state-of-the-art technology, and Israel has it.
The camera requires what kind of technology?
Infrared, multicolor technology, scanning technology, and AI algorithms to analyze in space the image and to detect where the fire happened right now.
Let me unpack this. So Israel has developed this satellite can scan with infrared technology to see the color differentiation of a fire, and it can use AI to determine if it's really a fire or it's something else.
You have to distinguish between fires and other sources. This is part of the computer analysis.
Say the satellite sees a fire in San Diego. How does that fire get communicated to the local fire department? How do they know, oh, there's a tree in this park and it's on fire? We know the address, we're going to go there and put it out. How does that work?
Once the satellite detects the fire, there is a communication payload in the satellite that transmits the alarm information to a small ground terminal. For example, to cover California, you need 2 to 3 ground terminals like this, no more. And to cover the whole United States, you need about 10 to 20 ground terminals. Once the alarm message comes from the satellite, to immediately, in seconds after the detection, the ground terminal is connected to the internet, and the message will come to a control center, and the command and control center will handle it.
From the moment that your satellite detects a fire and communicates it to the ground and then onto the local fire dispatch, how long do you think that is in terms of minutes?
Within seconds after detection, the command center will get the information that there is a fire.
That's amazing. Are there other satellites in the world that are doing this kind of fire detection work?
Good question. There are two programs with the same mission, which proves the concept, the vision is correct. Global fire detection from space with satellite is a major solution to the wildfire problem. However, our competitors are a little bit before us. We have a proven engineering model of our payload operating in the lab, and we are looking for fund to bring this nano satellite concept to space.
And what is a nano satellite?
A nano satellite, by definition, is a satellite that has a weight of up to 20 kilograms.
So in this terms of the size of, say, my hand, how big is it?
Well, a little bit bigger from your hand. This is almost a one-to-one model of the satellite we have in design. It will be a little bit bigger.
So maybe a couple of hands. And it's about 17 kilos?
Exactly.
You will shoot those nanosatellites into space and they will be scanning the Earth. Let's say you get all the funding that you need. How many satellites would cover the globe?
Once per half hour of every point in the globe, we need 48 nanosatellites.
You need funding for 48. How much funding does that mean? What are you looking for?
We would like to start with 24 nanosatellites. For this number of nanosatellites, we need $90 million, 90, which is a small amount of money compared to the disasters today in the world.
Absolutely. Just this year, Los Angeles, last year we had Hawaii, we had Boulder, Colorado the year before that. The fire damage is wiping out communities, and the rising cost of insurance in America and all over the world. But insurance rates are through the roof. And in certain states in America, insurance companies are exiting the market completely because it's just too expensive to compete. So people are losing their insurance. So aside from killing people and destroying communities, it has a very big ripple effect.
The design is a payload that can be connected to almost every satellite, which is a great advantage of our design. We don't need unique satellites.
How do you get a nano satellite on the ground up attached to a larger satellite that's up in space already? How does that work?
Well, you have to launch it with a rocket. And this is also a good question because the satellites in the constellation are spread in several layers. And one of the nice concepts that we designed is that we don't need for every layer a launch. The satellites spread themselves in space to the right position, start to orbit, and the job is done. You have to bring the satellite to the launch area and they launch it for you. SpaceX is the most famous company today that launches satellites. I hope Elon Musk is hearing now what we are saying.
I'm sure Elon would like to get his hands on your proprietary technology. How did you come up with the concept for enhanced fire protection through nanosatellite technology?
I have more than 30 years of experience in space program. My last position was the head of the satellite department in the Ministry of Defense. And it is not a secret that we have remote sensing satellites in our defense environment.
Unique payload that turns, right?
We did not break physical laws. We just have the knowledge. In Israel.
Why do you think Israelis think outside the box so much?
It's hard to say.
That's the million-dollar question.
Yes.
What's your guess?
Organization culture, in 2 words. We
Organization
are
and
coming
culture.
from a culture that we were educated to make innovations. All my life was in a school of innovation.
The size of the country is so small, and the contributions that Israelis have to mankind is so large. Why do you think that is?
We are called the startup nation. And in a startup nation, we have to innovate all the time. It is a matter of culture. The need develop
Yes.
the culture develop the innovation, and it is a rotating system that works all the time. Try to impact the world with civilian programs that will help to make the whole world a better place to live.
I wish people understood that. But that's the purpose of this show, is to highlight, okay, there's a company out there trying to stop a fire in Los Angeles, in a little teeny country in the middle of the Middle East that you probably don't even know where it is on a map. And the media is negative about Israelis, like 95% of the time.
The global climate crisis will bring global peace because we have to fight the climate all together. And maybe this will be the end of days where the prophet Isaiah says that there will not be any more wars anymore.
I hope
So
so.
I connect a little bit my hobby in Bible knowledge with what we are talking now.
Does the weather affect the satellite's ability to see a fire?
Yes, there is one weak point. The satellite cannot detect fire under clouds.
Oh, okay.
And it is a weak point.
So does that mean that if there's a wildfire and there's a lot of smoke from the fire, can the satellite not see the fire?
No, we have the ability to look through smoke, but not below clouds.
Okay, okay.
Again, the technology enables it.
So the clouds are the problem, the smoke is not. Understood.
Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it.
You're dreaming
And
big.
we have a dream. We are looking for partners to make it work. We have the ability, the knowledge, the industry that supports us. And all we need is a strategic partner.
How long would it take you to build 24 nanosatellites?
Once we get the whole money, 3 years, the constellation can be in space.
So with $90 million in 3 years, you've covered the entire planet with enough satellites to detect a fire in a tree somewhere in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Fires have destroyed so many lives all over the globe. Let's hope that Terra Space Labs change how we fight wildfires, save lives, save homes, save communities. On the Israeli Trailblazers Show, we share the stories that the media rarely shares. I'm your host, Jennifer Weissmann. If this episode moved you, please share it with a friend. Until next time.